What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another new release review video. Today featuring 2023 Skybox Metal Universe from Upper Deck, featuring 7 cards per pack and 15 packs per box. Metal Universe, of course, being one of those like nostalgia throwback products, one of the hugest sets one of the really big sets of the 90s, especially for basketball cards. Last couple sets, I think, were designed by the same people. It's called like Arena Designs, what they were called. I'm not sure if they designed these ones or not. These ones definitely look a little different than they did last year, so maybe that's why. Maybe the Arena group didn't design them. I don't know. But anyway, changed up a little bit from last year. Last year didn't have a ton of luck with this stuff. It's definitely a lot more watered down than it was in 2021. That's when the stuff came back for hockey, and it was actually really good. Last year's, I didn't have a lot of luck. Between me and a friend, we opened 7 boxes and didn't hit a precious metal gem, which is of course what you're after here, which sucks. You know, there are like 4 per case, 16 box cases, so like 20%, 25% chance of hitting them. Not great, so that's unfortunate. PMGs are also a little watered down. I wish they'd sort of changed up and maybe add like some retired guys. Like pretty awesome to hit a Gretzky precious metal gem. As opposed to, you know, some bum veteran that they just threw in there now. It is what it is. But anyway, set I enjoy opening. I obviously collected cards back then, so it's a set that I remember. You know, I get the nostalgia. I get the feeling of nostalgia for when I open it, so I enjoy doing it. And this one was $174.95, so $175. You've seen it online for like $170. You can get it for around there. It'll be interesting to see if this price holds on this stuff. The last year's stuff, the bottom fell out on that stuff really. Eventually, like it was around the same price, I think, when it came out, and the bottom really fell out on it. Like you can find that stuff online last year's for like $100 Canadian some places. So I have a feeling that the same will happen with this. It's definitely a little overpriced. I wish this was around like a 150 absolute tops. 25 to 130 I think would be ideal for this stuff, but it is what it is. Everything's too expensive. So kind of say that. Sound like a broken record saying that about every damn product, but 200 card base set. 100 of them are veterans, 50 of them are stars, and 50 of them are rookies, which is nice. Less of a fan of the sets that have 100 rookies, because let's be honest, there's maybe 5 rookies that anybody actually cares about. So the rest are just unfortunate filler cards really when you get down to it. No disrespect to those guys, but it's just the way this hobby works. So some blaster only versions of those, blue spec, who cares? So of course, like I said, the precious metal gems, the PMGs, are kind of what everybody's chasing in here. So of course, there's a few different versions of those in here. 100 PMGs, gold one-of-ones PMGs, which are the crazy ones. I think Caulfield out of the last set sold for like $30,000 Canadian. I don't know if it's Canadian or US, but 30,000. So pretty crazy stuff there. And then there's the green PMGs, which are numbered 1 to 10, and then red PMGs are the further 90 copies up to 100. And then also there's the Metal Universe cards, which has a blue PMG, which is numbered to 50. So those are the real big chase in here, but of course there's lots of inserts in here. It's a very insert heavy set. Interestingly, the inserts are all different this year. As far as I can tell, very few of them are the same, short of like the jambalaya ones, which have been in this set since the 90s. But like the cheddar cheese one, that stupid one is gone. The Big Mountain Ice is gone. The planet one, I can't remember exactly what it was called, but it was just like a round die cut shaped like a planet. And the ice carvings is also gone. So all new inserts, which is none of those inserts were really that popular, really that, you know, chaseable. People don't want to chase them all every year, so I'm fine with that. A lot less die cuts this year, so I wonder if that was intentional or maybe like production issues or something like that. Just get the set out faster, they kill the die cuts, who knows. But anyway, the new inserts this year: aspects 1 in 15. There's also rookie aspects, which are 1 in 30, and bottle rockets are 1 in 10. Those bottle rockets, those are veteran scorers on those. Then there's flash of the glove, which is 1 in 7.5 packs. Obviously those are goalies. There's also numbered gold parallels of all of those, which sometimes count as the box hit. Also going to get all starring, which is 1 in 32 packs. Those are all stars on a movie poster design, so it's basically like a headshot with the crappy all-starring script is what it is. Then there's jarring at 147 and metal ore at 1 in 75. Those are nice cards. One of the returning sets that was nice in the last one is the Skybox Premium Prospects. Those are 1 in 5, and of course highlight top rookies. Acetate inserts, hardware 1 in 50, palladium hardware 1 in 150 packs, palladium 1 in 50 packs, and the house, which are 1 in 25 packs. New this year is cash, which is 1 in 24. It's a metal theme, so there's gold to 100s and premium blues to 15 versions of that as well. And then some of the toughest pulls in here: returning jambalaya, that's 1 in 960 packs. It wouldn't be Metal Universe if it didn't have jambalaya in it, whether you like it or hate it. Those are some cool lenticular cards. Then hot numbers are 1 in 240, and metal X's are back again. That's 1 in 240. So some new chase inserts to go with those. There's hot shots, which are 1 in 600. Retro inspired lynch pins, 1 in 300, and whatever the heck a tetrad is, 1 in 300. I haven't seen those yet. And as for the autographs, not guaranteed in here. You're not guaranteed a PMG. You're not guaranteed an autograph. But I mean, this set really isn't about the autographs anyway. So if you don't hit an autograph, it's not that big of a deal. But they're in here. So the base silver FX autographs are 1 in 100. The stars FX silver autographs 1 in 600, and base silver FX rookies are numbered to 399 or 199. All the inserts that I mentioned, the new inserts, all have auto versions of them, so I won't list them all off there. Just show it on screen there. You can see what they are. So lots of those. The sideways auto is interesting. I'm not sure how big of a fan of that I am, but I guess maybe in person it'll look a little better. That picture, I don't really like it, but So 7 cards per pack, 15 packs per box. There's 16 box cases. The hobby box break average is 3 Skybox premium prospects, 3 98.99 Metal Universe retros, 1 insert, which is either all-star, jarring, or metal ore, so a fairly hard to hit insert, or harder to hit insert, 1 acetate insert, hardware palladium or the house, and 5 additional inserts, which will either be aspects, bottle rockets, flash of the glove, and or rookie aspects. Like I said, for the case, hobby box average, 8 autographs, 4 Metal Universe 2013 hot numbers, Jambalaya, Metal X printing plate or numbered cards, 2 Lynchpins, hot shots, and Tetrad die cuts, 10 cash inserts, and 7 numbered cards. So PMGs, hard to hit, autographs kind of hard to hit. Just an interesting set. You're insert heavy, it's most likely what you're going to hit. Now, what's interesting is, like I said, last year, last set, didn't really hit any PMGs, which I was complaining about, but ironically, one of the cards I did hit was a big man on ice Ovechkin numbered to 98 or something like that, and I think I sold that card for like $110, and a buddy finally did hit one on E-Pack. He hit a Mark Giordano PMG, which I'm pretty sure he couldn't sell if he wanted to. He couldn't trade it, couldn't sell it, couldn't anything, right? So watch what you wish for. Even though sometimes you're not going to hit a PMG, you may hit a card that's actually better. Just gotta watch out for it. So also last year, those cards were hard to tell what was gold and what wasn't, so it'll be interesting to see if I hit a gold card in here, if I can tell. So let's get her open. This is still 22-23, so we're still chasing the last year's rookie crop. Bernier's right, Slavkovsky, those guys. Next year's going to be so easy because we're looking for one single guy. Although I'll be looking for Fantilli, not just Bedard, but for the most part, everyone's looking for one guy. There's sealed on the side. Got Kel McCarr on the pack there. It's always, Metal Universe usually has some interesting guys. I think they had, Braden Point on it last year, if I remember correctly. So you get some interesting, different guys on the box art, which is nice. As much as I love McDavid, we don't always need to see McDavid. There's the back of the pack, if that's your thing. I love McDavid, but I don't need to see him on every single... He doesn't need to be on every single product. All right, so starting us off, here's a base design. So there's Cole Sillinger. Definitely different. Very, very foily, very shiny, which this set has always sort of been. So there's Cole Sillinger on the Blue Jackets. Second year Cole Sillinger. So there's a back. So you get 1 year in his case. Always nice to have stats on there. And then we got Keandre Miller. So you get a couple years of stats there. Well, he's also only got a couple years of stats. But so our first prospects of Braden Tracy. So there's a standard prospects insert there. Braden Tracy, a Ducks prospect, but not the best prospect. So here's our first Stars card. So we should get a Stars and a rookie in every pack. So Jason Robertson. Now, the one thing they did this year that's nicer than last year is they put this Stars and rookies on there. Last year was kind of confusing to know, if you didn't know who was a star and who was a, and some of the different, photo variants and stuff, it was just confusing. So this year, make it pretty clear and pretty obvious, which is nice. And then there's Chase Pearson, rookie, Norris, and Seth Jones there. And of course, the base rookies are pretty easy to hit, so I don't really think they have a ton of value. So this will be our first Flash of the Glove. So it's Kirill Velmelka. That's actually a pretty interesting looking card. They're very gritty looking this year. That's just a standard Flash of the Glove for Velmelka there. I pull a lot of Velmelka, it seems like. Maybe I don't. Maybe it's just my brain, but I seem like I pull a lot. So another very foily design there. Looks all right. Next is Suzuki on the Stars and Nick Blankenberg. Boring Sean Monahan, and what do we got here? So we got Hellbeck, and behind that is I actually don't know what insert this is. Let's see here. Oh, this would be the retro, right? Yeah, okay, I think this is a retro. So that's what the retro design looks like. So that's Jacob Luko. It's kind of an interesting looking card. Not a parallel or anything, just a standard retro, but yeah, neat insert there. He's a rookie this year, I do believe. And then you got Svechnikov and Jacob Perreault. So again, Ducks have a couple prospects this year, but nothing like Zegras. Or nothing like last year with Zegras and McTavish, unfortunately. So at the very least, some cool inserts to chase after. A lot of them aren't worth anything. Lafreniere, so there's prospects of a Matthias Michelli. Did have a good season this year. Probably one of the standouts for Arizona. He was very good. Stars of Cairo and Thomas Bordelot on the rookie. Assume this year that they have a blaster-only parallel of that those prospects cards like they did last year. They were actually kind of an interesting reason to open up the blasters. Another prospect, so Niels Aumann. Aumann, I don't know how to actually say it. There you go, and you got Stanley Cup champion Jack Eichel and Kirill Marchenko. Another good hit from Extended, I believe. See how Columbus does this year with all the changes. Carey Price. Exactly why is Carey Price in here? That's a good question. I don't know why Carey Price is in here. And Todd Foley. Was Price technically on the team last year? I don't think he played at all, but maybe he was. Anyway, it's another retro here of Jacob Perreault. So again, we're getting Ducks rookies like crazy. So Perreault retro. Again, these ones don't say rookie, so you just have to know. It's kind of interesting. There's Crosby on the Stars and rookie of Owen Power. So again, one of the better rookies from 22-23. But these ones, they don't have a ton of, just too easy to hit, so I'm not going to see a lot of value on those unless you hit a parallel. PMGs are the rookies, are what you're really going for. There's a couple goalies there. Another one. Bunch of these. There's Brant Clark. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I just realized it says Kings down there and then their position. I didn't realize that. So Clark, a good defenseman. Good, solid, probably underrated defenseman. The cover boy there, and Dylan Sandberg. And so far, really nothing. Just basic inserts. Nothing to really get the blood moving, the blood flowing yet. Seth Jarvis. All right, so first aspects here of Leon Draisaitl. All right, well, good PC card. These ones are, yes, just one of the standard inserts. You get the 5 extra inserts, so cool card. You got Edmonton Skyline in there. A couple of benches, so I think that would be funnier if that was one of the Oilers guys who never leaves the bench. But it's still funny to have, kind of a neat idea to have the city inside the guy there, though. His head's just kind of floating in space there. Anyway. We'll take a PC one. Austin Matthews, arguably overpaid. Don't come after me. Don't come after me too hard. And David Juracek. Don't come after me too hard in the comments for that, but I definitely think they paid him too much. Jared McCann, especially for 4 years. Mark Scheifele and a Bottle Rockets. That's a cool insert. So first Bottle Rocket there, but Kirill Kaprizov. I don't know what being a bottle has to do with hockey. And there's no actual rocket on there. I mean, it's the puck is rocketing, but I don't know. Cool insert nonetheless. Stars of Patrice Bergeron and Jake Sanderson. The more underrated rookies of this crop. Fun cards to open. They Upper Deck doesn't do a ton of these like goofy, weird, crazy designs. There's very few sets that are sort of over the top and off the wall like these ones. So another Flash the Glove, Darcy Kemper. I see. One's kind of a movie theme this year because you've got the movie posters. This is supposed to be like a red carpet. Flash of the Glove, like the flash of the cameras. I get it now. I pick up stuff eventually. Starring Darcy Kemper. Yeah, it's all there for me. So there we go. Barkov and Arbor Xhekaj, a.k.a. Mr. Wi-Fi there. All right, still waiting on something here. Tage, Stützle, another Bottle Rockets of Johnny T. So I got to watch because some of these can be gold. I mean, you'd think it was obvious, but a lot of times it's not. I definitely missed the gold parallels last year, so don't think any of these have been gold so far. Kucherov and Mataboldi. Couple of decent base rookies, but nothing too crazy so far. What do we got here? This is a different one. Martin H's. So this is a Blake Coleman. So here's Jarring. So Blake Coleman on the Jarring card. So this is one of the, yes, this is you either get the one All-Starring, Jarring, or Metal Ore. So we got a Jarring. So I guess it's guys who hit, I guess, tougher guys. So Blake Coleman, not exactly the greatest guy you want to see in a card, but there you go. So there's one of the Jarring inserts. Again, there'd be gold versions of this. This one's just probably the base one. So interesting, but it's nothing too special. Chuck and Lucas Reichel, another good rookie. So some good rookies in a row, but the inserts have been missing. So we're still waiting on our acetate card and whatever the heck would be our auto or a PMG or whatever the heck would. We might have a Jambalaya coming. Nah. Oh no, this is just our die cut. I think it's probably like the house. Carter Hart, Michael Bunting. Yeah. So here's the house of Elias Lindholm. So you do get a die cut acetate card. So there you go. So you get one of those. So there's our one insert. I think that's the easier to hit insert. So apparently this is a Flames box with, as an Oiler fan, I'm not sure if I'm enjoying Vasilevsky and Shogard on the rookie. Definitely had to see a card that sort of jumps out at me as the box hit or the best card in the box. Got another die cut of some kind here. Schmaltz, Nikolai Ehlers, and a Tetrad. So there's what the Tetrads look like. It's a 4. Okay. I see. Score 4 goals for the Red Wings against Tampa Bay. Well, that's kind of interesting. So there's only 2 of these per case. These are actually pretty hard to hit. So this is probably the box hit, I guess. Of course, he's on the Leafs now. So Leafs fans, kind of interesting card. So a number 4 Bertuzzi. And so a unique die cut insert. I'll give it that much. Shesterkin and Arbuzezi. So I guess that's the box hit, I guess. If there's only 2 of those in a case, that would be the box hit, which is kind of an interesting, which means still no PMGs for me. This Upper Deck just does not want me to have any. So this is an interesting pack here. Krug, Larkin. So whatever this hit is, it's behind. Let's just see what this is here. Extra card here. 1, 2, 3. Anyway, so we got Kent Johnson there. It's a good rookie. All right, so we got an Aspects. All right, so there we go. A numbered card. All right, so this is technically our box hit. So an Aspects Gold of Roman Josi. 15/49. There you go. All right, so there's our box. There's at least now we know which card is the one in the box, and it's pretty obviously a gold one. So there you go. So you got the two disembodied heads of Leon Draisaitl and Roman Josi. Better picture of Nashville, I will say that. They decided to, show the actual city, not a park bench. And yeah, disembodied head floating in the air there. So 15 to 49. I don't think. What's Josi's number? Yeah, not numbered, or not number matching jersey number. But I'd say these cards, like I said, can have some value. Hit the right guy on here. Like if this was Crosby, Ovi, McDavid, gonna have some value. Being a Roman Josi, super underrated defenseman, smaller market team, probably not worth anything more than a couple bucks. But with some decent rookies at least. Take Kent Johnson. I'm gonna like collecting the Columbus Blue Jackets next year. They're kind of my dark horse pick for next year. But these are base rookies. They don't really move the needle, but still some decent ones in there. Decent rookie crop. Like I said, that's the nice thing about having only 50 of them instead of 100. Most of these guys are decent, which is nice. All right, standard inserts. So you get a ton of inserts in here, which is nice. Cool cards if you want to, like a set collector, collect some of these insert sets. PC card, we'll take that. And then this one, some not PC cards, these two. Bottle Rockets cards. These cards, yeah, the retro ones this year, I'm not really a big fan of. I didn't mind the retros last release. I don't like them this year. Prospects also I don't think aren't as nice. These Flash of Color cards are cool though. Same with these Bottle Rockets cards. So some nice inserts, but PMGs are what you're after, and I got skunked again, which is very unfortunate. So, and then the two hard to hit cards. The Tetrad, I'm glad I pulled this because I didn't see a picture of this thing and I had no idea what the heck this insert was going to be. So it's an interesting one to say the least. So now I'll leave Bertuzzi there, and then the 49 Aspects card. So an interesting card, but it's like a reverse. It's like having the player and the image flipped around. I don't know, cool idea, but I don't know how much it does for me. So kind of disappointed I didn't hit a PMG. At some point I got to get lucky and get one. Yeah, kind of disappointing. I'm never super disappointed. I'm always, my expectations with Upper Deck products are always super tempered, especially nowadays, the more watered down they get. So, and with my luck, I would have hit a PMG and it would have been someone like Giordano or something like that, or would have been Ryosi on a PMG, which, minimal value. So at least got some cool inserts. There we go. I don't know if I'll open another box of this stuff. We'll see. I think it's a little too much money with the new, like last year's being down to $99. I think I'd wait for this stuff to drop in a few months, which all the Bedard products coming out, all this stuff is going to be dropping like a rock in the next couple months here. So wait for that maybe, but still lots of fun. If you've got nostalgia kick like I do, being a child from the 90s, I was born in the 80s, but child of the 90s, and just a fun nostalgia card to open some cards that sort of look and feel like they used to back in the day. So there you go. So, or like and subscribe if you haven't. Stay tuned for more. Yeah, we'll see you in the next one.